Hello everybody, it's Christine. It is day 28 of 30 Days of Sketches. Our sketch today is by Bev Lewis, and she's went with hexagons. She's got two big like hexagons here. She's got a couple photos, and then of course, you know, she's got her hexagon, and then she's got like a frame layout in here. It's interesting because she has title and title, so I guess you could kind of do like a subtitle and a big title or something like that. What I've got, again, I made these kits a month ago, you guys. And so honestly, I don't know what I was thinking exactly, but in looking at what I've put together here, I have a picture. This is when we were on our cruise, and I don't remember what time of day this was exactly. It was probably in the early afternoon or something, but I was laying on one of our little chairs on the little deck with my mama would have been next to me, reading a book, drinking a hot tea. Because when we were out at sea, there was a couple of days, it was, one of the days it was kind of stormy-ish, and it was kind of cool. So we're out here, I'm on the little deck, and I'm like, okay, this is nice. And so I think I kind of imagined this would be like the photo, perhaps. And then I have pulled out Heidi Swap's Set Sail, which is really apropos, right? I have this photo here, which I think is just, this is wonderful. This is going to be the background for certain. I had this maybe initially thought to be, but this looks like the ocean, like, you know, so in my head I'm going, okay, I'm going to do something here. And then I have this entire sheet of like little tags and tickets and things. And I think my thought was, instead of these hexagons, I'm going to use these tickets, is what I'm thinking here. Now, that being said, I also have obviously little stickers here. These are really cute. So I may end up building, this is going to be a little bit of a deviation. And I apologize to those of you. I actually asked, well, I'll talk about that later. And so I'm kind of imagining maybe one of these could be like next to the photo, and I'll do two. And either use Sail Away With Me or Hello, I don't know. I feel like it has to be the Sail Away With Me, because Hello Paradise is almost more like you're in the place we're supposed to be or whatever, like an excursion-y type thing. I'm thinking this Sail Away With Me is going to be my other piece. And then I might mount it on, you know, this or something, because I need to have something. I may get white cardstock too. So I also have these cute titles here that kind of go with. And, well, that's interesting. I think it's the same stuff, you guys. It's like the same stuff twice. That's interesting. So I could do Out to Sea or Ocean Lover. Either one of those would be cool. So that's what I've got going on here. So let me do this. I might actually get, I think, my white cardstock. And I may mount this on white too, just to frame it in a little bit. And I'll cut all these out. And then I'll come back on, because I have to figure out what I'm going to do yet still. I also have these, by the way. I don't know if I use these or not. It's a whole little set too. So The Adventure Begins. Oh, there's 3 colors. Didn't even notice that before. Look at that. Okay. Well, I got stuff to work with, I guess, is the point. I can even cut this stuff out as little embellishments if I want to. But I may be just fine with the tickets. So let me get my white cardstock, and I'll be back on it. Okay, you guys, I have done quite a bit of homework here. So I have mounted my photo and the little cut apart on white cardstock. And then I went into my scraps and I found a piece of, oh shoot, I was going to tell y'all who it was from. Oh, Quick Quotes. It was a Quick Quotes piece of solid, I don't want to use the word cardstock. It's not quite that thick, but it was like, had like a lavendery color on one side and a really dark blue on the other side. And the colors went really well with kind of this, the horizon line, if you want to call it that, in the photorealistic thing here. So I love that, and it kind of separates them from the background. So I've done that, and then I'm taking these tickets. I have pre-cut all the tickets out of that piece of paper, and I punched little holes using my hole punch, my crocodile. I've also, you know, trimmed up some of the other pieces that had, like the ones that look like little tickets. I saw somebody use like a scallop pair of scissors, like decorative scissors, and that was really clever. So I've done that on some of the tickets, and then I've taken my little half, anyway, the point is I kind of got all those tags ready to go. So now I'm organizing them, and you guys, I mean, I'm going to fully acknowledge, I don't know if this, it's inspired by the sketch. I think you can tell that because, you know, again, I've got these tickets kind of going all around. They're taking the place of the hexagons, and I tried to use I used the like nice dark kind of coral color in the upper left and the lower right to kind of, just for your eye to kind of look, because they're kind of bold, right? From the color palette, it's like one of the bolder colors. And so my thinking was your eye will see those and kind of treat those as those larger hexagons visually. So I'm organizing these little guys all different kind of ways, different directions, this, that, and the other, and trying to make them look like they're kind of spreading out and everything. And in a minute, I'm going to use my Nuvo glue. And I'm trying to be real particular because I know if I mess these up and forget how I've done them, I'll never get it back together. So I'll use Nuvo glue to kind of attach them. The ones that are overlapping, I'll attach them to each other. I'll glue the ones down that are on the actual paper and all that, honestly, before I ever glue the photos down. I do attach the two photos together. I'll use some double-sided tape to do that, but... So I get these all organized, and I'm like, okay, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with this. And in a minute, I'm going to pull out my title, and then I'm going to pull off the sticker sheet. So I'll cut away so you can kind of see. I think I've glued them all down at this point. So here's where I'm going to get the title. Or maybe I'm finishing gluing up here, but I'll get the title. I'm going to peel the backing away from the title, by the way, because this is the gold foiling, and these are the ones that'll get bent if you're not careful with them. And this one, I was able to do that. I want to tell you about the book, okay? So this book, I did not bring this with me. So the ship said, oh, it has a library. Okay. Oh, that's cool. It has a library. And, you know, again, the weather wasn't one, I was not in the mood to try to, it was a little cloudy and stuff. My husband was wearing like a wetsuit and all that to do freaking water slides and stuff, or the little surfing deal on the boat or whatever. But I'm like, I just want to cuddle up under a blanket and enjoy the, you know, just kind of chilling, right? So went to go get a book. Me and my mama did. And the library was not what I imagined. There was like, I think 3 shelves, maybe 4 shelves with some books on them. I think 80% of them were not in English. I mean, they were in all different kind of languages. I couldn't even tell you half of them. I don't honestly know. And the crazy part is it was not even organized by language or by book type. Or it looked like they had just been stuck on there, just randomly stuck on there. Now, we managed to find a couple of books. No problem, right? And really, it wasn't any problem. But you're thinking, library, I need to check it out. There is nobody there to check the books out. And we see like a box on the wall, and it just says, return your book by, 6 p.m. the night before departure or something like that. And we're thinking, okay, well, how do they even know we got the book? So I guess it was an honor system. We did return our books. We had them and we read some. I didn't finish by any stretch of the imagination, but it was just a funny experience because we're thinking we're going to go to this library and there's going to be a librarian there. No, there was not. It's just it was a beautiful room, and there was some people in there playing games and whatnot, little board games or something, like families, but it was not what I expected at all. So that was kind of funny. Okay, so I've glued down my tags. I've got my title on there, and I actually went with Uncharted Escape. I didn't even pick one of the ones that I mentioned to you guys in the beginning because I really did. This time on the boat right here was the relaxation time. My mama, she's had some health issues and stuff, so she really can't stay, keep up with the kids. I mean, the kids are in their 20s, and my husband's, crazily active, and, we didn't want my bonus dad to have to sit around while the time. I said, I'll sit with mom because, honestly, I kind of wanted to relax. It was a cruise. I wanted to just take some time and sit down. My life is so crazy busy all the time that sitting down is not usually an option. So I was kind of really happy to just sit on those little chairs with my hot tea and my blanket. Technically, it was a towel. It wasn't a blanket. It was a towel. In that book, and just sat there for a couple of hours, and it was wonderful. I'm not going to lie. Now, the thing is, on her sketch, she shows this whole little section to put your story. You guys, I kind of mess up because I cover it all up, kind of, pretty much. Anyways, I did put the little wordy definition thing from the sticker. She says escape, and it's like defined down there on that lower right corner. So I guess that's kind of my story. And then I'm going around, I'm putting a few little wordy bits. I think one says escape and one says out to sea or something. I put like a little compass. I found those birds, and I really like the little birds on there. There was actually more birds, and I really thought about getting more birds. But I was trying to keep the embellishments kind of centered on the tags, or not centered really, but like, focused on the tags. And so I didn't really want to get into more birds. Then I got a bee at my butt, and I want to do some sequins, y'all. And I had 2 sequin mixes. One of them was close but not right. The other was close but not right. So I decided to mix them. One of them had like the peach from like the beachy colors or whatever, and then some blue, but then it had the hot pink. So I picked out the hot pink and put it back in the little baggie. And then the other one had like yellow flowers or something, but the blues and other colors kind of went. So I put those back in the baggie. So this is what I'm doing, is I'm kind of making my own little, I guess, mini custom mix, if you want to call it that. I'm just picking out the few little colors that I think are going to go. I think there's like a little clear one. And the purple I thought was okay because I have this lavender, and I thought, you know, it kind of, again, goes with that horizon. So I'm going to take these, and I'm just going to kind of go throughout. I'm not going to focus any, it's not like rules of three or even in a diagonal or anything like that, because I just kind of go all over the tags is kind of what I do here. And that takes me a few minutes, and so I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do it, but I do that. And then I decide, you know what, I'm going to take some string and run it through these holes of these tags. And it looks kind of cool because on the right-hand side, I have some holes are, you know, kind of on the right-hand side. And then I'll take a second little string and I'm going to wind it through on the left-hand side. Because I put them sequins down there and I thought, I don't know if I should have done that. That might have been taken away from some stuff. But frankly, once I get the little strings in here, which does take me a second because some of these tags, well, I didn't glue them all the way down, thank goodness. So I was able to get my strings in there. On the left-hand side, though, that little coral tag up at the top up there, I had put a little piece of foam to lift at the top. And I had to mess with that for my string. Now, really, this doesn't take me a real long time. It does take me a few minutes because I do want to kind of make it look like it's just kind of flowing, you know, so it's a little bit of an organic look to the string. Again, I've definitely, I kind of have deviated from our sketch here, but again, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think you can still see it in the layout, and I think it looks really neat, and I'm kind of happy to have a little bit different interpretation. I have hexagon dies. But I think we had a sketch last time with some hexagons, and so I kind of wanted to do something just a little bit different. Although I do like my hexagon dies, I'm not going to lie. I think they're kind of cool. They're the nested ones, you know. So anyway, I'm going to glue these down just in a few little spots. I'm not going to glue everything, just the curvy parts, so they'll stay where they're supposed to stay. I also did not put the date on here. I thought about it, but it's going to go in an album with the whole cruise, so I think it'll be okay. I'm just going to kind of put it in there, and you know, we'll know it's the cruise and stuff like that. So I'm just going to finish gluing my little string, and then I'll do my other side. I should have cut it out, but I don't know. I felt like you guys might might sit and watch. Who knows? I do like this set too though. I actually got this whole little, we had booked our cruise and everything last year when I went to convention. I think it's the one we went was in June. So I feel like it must have been GASC. Me and my mama went in June. So we booked the cruise. So I knew we were going to go. And I went looking specifically for cruise type stuff, and this Heidi swap line was there, and it's so pretty, you guys. She's got some really gorgeous papers, and I didn't even pull out the whole thing. Obviously, this was just a small little bit of it for this particular layout here, but I have more. I don't know what the other papers look like other than there's like sea things, and I'm certain I'll have another video coming up soon because I got to organize myself on my cruise here. I really need to organize myself. I know I don't do chronologically, but now that now that all my pictures on my phone and all that kind of stuff, I could be a little more organized as opposed to just randomly printing stuff out sometimes. I see some people and they'll go, oh, I printed my whole month and boobity-boo and it's organized. I'm like, man, I wish I was more organized. My photos are definitely not organized. I do like the search feature on the phone, though. Like, I can plug in, like, if I get some strawberries, as an example, I'll go, hey, phone, show me any pictures with strawberries in them or, whatever. So I do enjoy that feature, but I could be a little more organized. But anyway, that's all I'm going to do the layout, you guys. I didn't do any mixed media or anything like that because I'd done the sequins and I'd done the string and all that kind of stuff. But look at that. That looks kind of neat, you guys. Got all my little stickers on there, my little anchors and my birds and stuff. So I really like that one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you do the like and subscribe and definitely check out the playlist. I will bet you by now, because this is the 28th, I think. I bet you there's 400 videos, you guys. So good luck. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.